action, and what's been one of the most difficult things that you've seen while doing it?
Well, thank you so much for having me on again. It's always a great time to be with you and share with the people what God's doing, not just in my life, what's going on in our ministry, and how people can be involved. So Heroes for Humanity started after the fall of Kabul, Afghanistan, when I truly felt called by God to go and go pull out the rest of people who we left behind. That's vet interpreters, that's Americans, and so me and Chad Robichaud went from Tajikistan, swam across the Panjshir Valley into Afghanistan, and pulled out 77 Americans. And that's when it all hit me, that after about 15 years active duty in special operations, various different realms, that's why God, the trials and tribulations, everything I ever went up to that point, it was to go save his children, to be the guy qualified and certified to go and rescue them. And that's the day I submitted my life to Christ on the river of Afghanistan that day. And we started up the Heroes for Humanity, and then started on the invasion of Ukraine before America could support with humanitarian aid, weapons, or anything like that. The first 9 months, no one would support them. But yet women and children were being genocided, obliterated, and no one would go. So just as the Bible says in Isaiah 6:8, who shall we send? Said, here I am, send me. So we stood up there, and then we've been rescuing trafficked children all around the world, now in the United States. But specifically, we do 3 pillars. It's precision personnel rescue, just as we did in Afghanistan, Ukraine, now trafficked children around the world and in America. And then humanitarian and medical aid, just as we did in Venezuela recently. We did in California, as you stated. We pulled out 135 Americans with Congresswoman Nancy Mace just about 4 or 5 months ago in Israel during the Iran war. And then we continue to do humanitarian medical aid here in Texas as last week with the new floods. We were there for the Camp Mystic one last year on July 4th. And just we continue to serve with the gifts and talents that God gave us in humanitarian and medical aid. And obviously, if you heard the whole time, our third pillar is evangelism, because that's what we're called to do. We reach, teach, preach, and disciple.
I love it. I love that. It's a powerful combination. I know of a lot of nonprofits that will do a lot of the work to rescue trafficked victims. They'll get them out, and the recidivism is so high because there's no actual healing. So when somebody hears about the love of Jesus and has the opportunity for God to really bring healing, it goes a long, long way. Now, I know it has to be expensive, and it's not cheap, and there's a lot of planning that goes into these rescues. I know to rescue just one individual from trafficking, it could take 10 to 12 operations. Missions could cost $1,200 to $5,000 very easily. So for anyone watching who wants to help, what could they actually do to assist you and your team in helping rescue literal sex slaves?
Yeah, so you can go on our website, which is theheroesforhumanity.org, and just go in. You can go on the donation and find out more information, how you can share your time, treasure, or talent. Follow us on Instagram at heroes.4.humanity, and just be plugged in. We are doing so much around the world because where we work is in the world of tragedies, and there's no shortage of work. There's only shortage of funds, and war sells, but peace does not. So
yeah, no, you're 100% right. And say your website. Say your website for us one more time.
theheroesforhumanity.org.
The Heroes
and
for
we actually
Humanity,
just finished one of our. We just finished one of our assessment selection inbox this past week too, and graduated 24 new operators.
That's incredible. Absolutely love that. And I know you sent us a picture of your operation. Describe what we're actually seeing here.
We'll see when it pops up.
We might not have it. Well, you can tell us what's in the picture.
Okay.
Tell us what's in the picture that you were trying to send us. Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right, so I mentioned that we do humanitarian medical aid. There's a whole bunch of missionaries, nonprofits, and everything that go in the worst of the worst. Well, I told you that our evangelist wing, we reach, teach, preach, and disciple. So we reach those hard-to-reach souls in those hard-to-reach places. This picture right there, I love it because that was just in the national forest in Texas, where we had to teach the people how to go in and embed in the worst of the areas, just like Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. We were rappelling down the mountains, providing medical aid and assistance because the road broke up 6 miles back and FEMA wouldn't go forward. We went whitewater rafting down the rapids to provide medical aid and assistance to the people who still needed it. So we use the gifts and talents from either veterans of special operations, and we deep embed. That's just to show that, just like Burma, from our sister organization, Free Burma Rangers, we go in those areas. We go to Uganda and 6 to 8 countries every year to help against human rights violations. And that picture does such a good job of saying wherever we go, we'll be on the edge of comfort, pushing the gospel, using our gifts and talents to help people no matter what. Because when we go to heaven, we don't go to American heaven, we don't go to Mexican heaven, we don't go to Ukrainian heaven, we go to heaven. And just as it says in the Bible, for the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you've done unto me. So
well,
we need to
appreciate your work. Dennis Price, God bless you. Thank you for all that you're doing, and I hope my audience goes over to your website and supports. Friends, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining The Pulse right here on News.